Perfect. A cautionary tale. There was once a man named Derek, who was proud, sensitive, and relentless in his pursuit of perfection. Every detail of life needed to be just right: conversations, actions, the way people expressed themselves, the situations, the circumstances. He couldn't help but argue, nitpick, and point out what others did wrong. But beneath it all, Derek had a good heart. He wanted to live an honorable life, and he held the people around him to impossibly high standards because he believed that's what it took to create something meaningful. He had once been married to Leah, a stunning model who had fallen for Derek's charm and ambition. They had a whirlwind romance full of passion and shared dreams. For a time it seemed perfect. But the small criticisms piled up, slowly draining the warmth from their relationship. Derek's constant need to correct her, to fix every little flaw in their life together, became unbearable. Leah was confident and successful in her own right, but Derek's need for control and his inability to accept imperfection eventually wore her down. One evening, after yet another argument about something as trivial as the way she arranged the furniture, Leah packed her bags. She told Derek that she loved him but couldn't live in a world where nothing she did was ever good enough. She left, and the echo of the door closing behind her was the sound of Derek's life collapsing. Time passed and Derek grew lonelier. He hadn't been able to maintain friendships either. His high standards extended to everyone. In his mind, people were too careless, too flawed, and too lazy. He pushed everyone away, leaving only his mother, who had always been there, silently supporting him from the shadows. Every day, she would send him delicious food delivered personally, like a lifeline thrown into the isolation Derek had built for himself. He'd sit in his posh, empty apartment with huge private garden, staring at the meals she sent, feeling like a prisoner of his own making. The food was a reminder of love, but also of the curse of his pride. His mother's quiet, dutiful care was all that remained of his once vibrant life. On his darkest nights, Derek would think back to Leah and the life they had once shared. He could still see her smile, hear her laughter, and feel the warmth of her presence. But it was all gone now. He had chased perfection, and in doing so, he had lost the one thing that made life worth living: connection. In the end, Derek wasn't alone because people had abandoned him. He was alone because he had demanded too much from a world that was never meant to be perfect. The only person still standing by his side was the one who had always accepted him, flaws and all, his mother, sending food like a silent reminder of love and forgiveness. But even that love felt like a curse, reminding him of all he had lost. He stared at the posh food, knowing it could never fill the emptiness inside him. The real hunger was for forgiveness, not from others but from himself. Only then would he find peace, even if it was too late to change his fate.